In this video, I'm going to share my wish list for the GoPro Hero 13. Without any further ado, let's get started. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on my channel. I'm PhotoRabs. I do videos about photography, filmmaking, camera tech related reviews, unboxings, action cams, vlogging kits and so on. If you're interested in these topics, I highly appreciate if you go subscribe to my channel. That's a massive help. This year 2023 was not a very good year for the GoPro because the DJI came out with a bigger sensor compared to the GoPro on the DJI Action 4, and then later on recently the Insta360 came out with an action cam that has the same sensor as the DJI, that has AI features, AI chip. So GoPro are not leading anymore in action camera world, and the leaders are DJI and Insta360. But we all heard about GoPro since the beginning of the action cameras, and we all like the GoPro cameras even though they are not as appealing as they were before. So here is my wish list in order to let GoPro get back the market that they are losing. And by the way, I'm filming this video with the Sony ZV-1 Mark II that I got on a loan from Digit Photo and Sony France. Even though I was not a big fan of this camera, but I needed to try it because I'm rebuilding my home studio setup and I need a top-down camera to have some top-down shots. And this might be the perfect solution for what I need. I know I could have tried now the DJI Pocket 3 for this kind of vlogs, or maybe the Insta360 Ace Pro or the DJI Action 4 that has the ability now to connect to the wireless mic, DJI Mic 2 that I have here. But I decided to try this camera for vlogs. So let me know what you think about the image quality, about the audio quality, because I'm recording also internally on the camera via the built-in microphone and externally on the DJI Mic 2 that I have here. Let me know your thoughts about the image quality in the comment section below. And now let's start with my wish list for the GoPro Hero 13. We all know now that action cameras are not only dedicated for action shots and adventurers, because recently in the last few years action cameras are being used a lot by vloggers and by content creators. That's why a 1-inch sensor on the GoPro Hero 13 will be a good improvement and will let GoPro take back the market that they lost recently. And I think that will have some great improvements on low light capabilities, because the GoPro Hero 12 was so bad in low light situations. And by the way, I'm shooting in 4K 25 frames per second, shutter speed 1/50th of the second, ISO 125 on this Sony ZV-1 Mark II. I have the built-in ND filter activated. So let me know what you think about this camera, this stabilization. I am now in the stabilized mode for this camera. Let me know that in the comment section below. And if you'd like to visit Digit Photo website, I'll put the link in the description below as well. So I'm shooting now at an aperture of f2.0 on this 1-inch sensor from Sony, and you can notice the background blur. It's not huge, but it's noticeable here, which is interesting for vlogs. You can give some separation between the subject and the background, and I wish that on the GoPro Hero 13 we have the background defocusing, which is something that I really hope to see on action cameras. But this defocusing mode can be achieved via two ways. The first one is totally through the computer, through the processing of the camera to blur the background. And the second one is to have a variable aperture, and I prefer to have a variable aperture so we can decide whether we want to blur the background or keep it sharp for action shots. And these are the main things that I hope that GoPro will improve on their new generation, but I have some more points. Let's talk about them. And since this camera should be dedicated for content creators, for vloggers, and not only for adventurers, I think that we should see on the new generation from GoPro the autofocus and a reliable continuous autofocus system, which should be more or less like the Sony ZV-1 Mark II. Now it is locked on my eye, so wherever I move in the frame I'll be always in focus, and that's a great feature for a camera dedicated for vloggers. I would like also to see on this new GoPro Hero 13 a built-in variable ND filter, maybe 1 to 3 stops. That would be perfect, just like this Sony ZV-1 Mark II once again. And having a built-in ND filter will be a great feature for this camera, because we need sometimes to shoot with it in a bright day, having a shallow depth of field. And if we'll have a variable aperture, that should be a must to have on this GoPro Hero 13. And let's be fair, the 5.3K that we have on the GoPro Hero 12 is not very important for me. I wish it was 6K or 8K just to be able to have the clarity zoom, because after using it on the Insta360 Ace Pro, now I think it's a must-have on action cameras, because we cannot have different focal length on the lens. We will have only one lens on such cameras, but a clarity zoom is a must-have on action cameras in 2024. And also it's so important to be able to shoot in 4K 240 frames per second, and not only 4K 120 without crop. That would be perfect. Remember that in 2023, just before the release of the GoPro Hero 12, we saw lots of leaks about a 1-inch sensor, about 4K 240. I think it's coming in 2024. What do you think about that? I wish on the GoPro Hero 13 we don't need a media mod to be able to connect an external microphone. I wish we can use the USB-C port to be able to connect a microphone, just like the DJI, for example. And I wish that we have a better Bluetooth and wireless capabilities in order to be able to connect, for example, this DJI Mic 2, just like we can do with the DJI Action 4. That would be great. On the number 9 on my list, I wish that we have a front touchscreen on the GoPro Hero 13. Now we have a front screen, which is good, but I wish that you will have a better reliable screen, very responsive whether on the back screen or the front screen. But I wish also that we can have a front touchscreen on the GoPro Hero 13. That would be great. And the last point on my list is to have a quick release mounting system for the GoPro without needing to go to third-party manufacturers to have it. The old-fashioned feed for the GoPro is very old now. We need a quick release system directly from GoPro. So these are the 10 points that I wish that GoPro will improve on their new camera for 2024. And let me know your wishes for the GoPro Hero 13 in the comment section below. And that was it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, share and subscribe. That's a massive help. Don't forget that you can check my affiliate links. I have lots of promo codes, lots of good deals about photography and videography products that I've talked about previously on my channel. By buying from my affiliate links, you save some money and you help my channel a lot. And thank you for watching. Ciao for now.